and adding oil. Open the doors of the hydraulic station and remove the oil cover and add oil. Number 46. Anti-corrosive liquefied oil, about 80 ml. Also, observe the oil levels height and ensure that you do not overfill the oil. Add 80 to 100 ml for optimum performance. 2. Welding. Voltage of the J5 cold welder is 3-phase, 380 volt per 50 Hz. Please prepare one piece of the 4 conductors wire of 2.5 mm square per wire and connect it to the mouth of the machine and to a power switch. The cross wire should be easy to connect it to its grounding system. Warning: please pay attention to safety. Before starting the machine, it is important to have qualified personnel check the equipment to make sure that the equipment is securely grounded in order to avoid accidents, such as electron shock. 3. Determine the rotation direction of the motor. The motor should be rotating clockwise. If it rotates counterclockwise, the oil pump will be damaged. Turn on the electric power source. Press the turn on button on the operational faceplate, then press the in or out button. If the machine does not respond, it indicates the motor rotates in the incorrect direction. Crack 3-phase power connection and test again. 4. Putting the die. 1. Place die in the die clamp and tighten die clamping nuts to bring dies as close together as possible. 2. Press open button on the operational faceplate to ensure the cavities of the die are in the maximum opening position. 3. Open the protective guards and remove bolts on the cover plate. 4. Put the simple die into the machine's body. 5. Put the cover plate back to its original position and tighten the bolts on the cover plate. Then loosen its bolt 1/2 turn to let the wire feed doors move freely. 6. Close the protective guards. Cautions: 1. Each time before installing a die, clean the cavity prior to seating. 2. Check the top surface of the die to be at the same height as V-shaped blocks to make sure the die is correctly placed. 5. Welding operation. 1. Connect the electric power source. Inspect and ensure the machine is properly grounded. Turn the electric power source switch to open position. 2. Press open button on the operational faceplate. 3. Inspect and ensure you are using the correct size die for the wire to be welded and place the die in the cavity. 4. Press the in button on the operational faceplate to close the die. Once again, press the out button on the operational faceplate to open the die and inspect if the size of central seam of die is about 1/3 of the wire. If the size of central seam is not correct, turn the adjustment bolt to correct it. After the adjustment, tighten the adjustment nut. This is called the initial welding position setup. 5. Turn the operational handle to open the wire feed doors at one side. Put the wire into the central position of the die. Repeat action on the other side. The more both wire ends, which are protruded from the central seam, are equal length is better. 6. Press the entry in button on the operational faceplate to close die, and once again press the retreat out button on the operational faceplate to open the die. Pay close attention to the stroke length of the die. The stroke length for each die is different based on the wire diameter. For example, the stroke length of the die for diameter 8 mm copper wire is about 10 mm. Every time you press the retreat out button, the die should be fully opened. If at this time the die does not fully open, slightly swing the wire that's being welded, or use a small screwdriver to gently push the die apart on both left and right sides to let the die to reach its full stroke length. Otherwise, the wire might not be welded properly. Repeat above action 3 to 5 times. The wire should be welded successfully. If the wire is still unable to be welded after 1 or 2 welding positions, put the wire inwards by hand to ensure the protruded wire ends are equal length. If you are unable to push the wire ends inwards, it means the size of wire is too big and it does not match the size of the die. 7. Press the open button on the operational faceplate to let die and the wire feed doors be fully open.